Can I talk to you about anger for a minute? I hope you'll listen. If you don't struggle with anger, then maybe this video won't be any benefit to you. But then again, maybe you know someone who struggles with anger. I know I certainly have in my life. So much, guys and ladies. I wasn't angry when I was a kid. I had a great childhood. I mean, I got angry like every child does. But somewhere in my early adult years, I got angry. I think just things happened, as they so often do. And I entertained anger, and I grew my relationship with it to where it became habitual. At first, I was able to just hold it on the inside, because as with any new thing that you're testing out, it's not really who you are yet. So you can still toy with it a little bit in secret and maintain the old you on the outside. But over the years, my anger got harder and harder to control. Sometimes my anger came out in the form of cynicism and criticism, or a sharp comment, or an unnecessarily short response to a harmless question. If you had asked me who I was angry at, I wouldn't have even been able to tell you. I was just angry. If you had asked me what I was angry about, I couldn't have told you. I was just angry. I was angry at the grocery store if someone got in my way in the aisle. I was angry while I was driving at all the stupid people behind the wheel. I was angry when my kids accidentally broke something in the house, or when a piece of equipment in our home wore out and needed to be replaced. And if anybody dared to bring those things up, I would get angry. I never got violent. I never threw things, at least not in anybody else's view or at anybody. But I would cloud up like a rain cloud, and I would go silent. I would give my wife or children the silent treatment for hours, days sometimes. For me, anger was always right here in my throat, like it was strangling my vocal cords. And rather than feeling relaxed when I talk or relaxed when I spoke, it was always like something right behind my vocal cords or surrounding them and strangling them. I wasn't sad, but I almost always felt in difficult conversations like tears were right behind my eyes, and I would grip my teeth, and there was a tightness in my throat, and there was a sickness and a pit in my stomach, and it was always there. I wonder if you've ever felt that way. In the last 2.5 years, I've really started to get a handle on anger so that it doesn't control me like it used to. I'm a Christian. I'm a believer in Jesus Christ, and I was for all those years that I struggled with anger. Some of the angriest people I know are Christians. Being a Christian doesn't give you a pass on struggling with anger. I know a lot of Christians who excuse their anger on their beliefs. But anger is hardly ever a good thing. It destroys and wrecks every relationship, every good thing that you want to do. In fact, it's so dangerous that in a book of ancient wisdom called Proverbs, a man named Solomon said to his son, "Don't be friends with angry people, because you'll learn to be like them, and it will be a trap for your soul." That's what anger is. It's a pit, it's a trap, it's a snare. And when you hang around with angry people, you get angry. Have you ever noticed that you get angry after watching the news at night or scrolling through Facebook? Have you ever noticed that you get angry when you hang around other angry people? Anger is addictive. Anger is powerful. Now, before you tell me that there's a purpose for anger and anger is not all bad, I'll say I understand what you're saying. But Anger is addictive and powerful like a controlled substance, and like any addictive, powerful, potentially destructive controlled substance, it should be used in small doses, under supervision, and with accountability. And that's not how anger works in most of our lives. At least that's not how it worked in mine, and it's not how I see it working in a lot of other people. But I want you to know that anger can be overcome. It can never be completely eradicated, potentially, but it can be overcome so that it doesn't have to have the control in your life that it does right now. And if you struggle with anger and you're identifying with some of the things that I'm saying, then there's probably something inside of you that is wishing that this were true. It is. You can replace that tightness in your throat with a feeling of relaxation and the ability to talk and the ability to smile again. You can conduct life out in public without getting angry at every single person who doesn't behave in any way that's inconvenient to you. Did I say that right? I don't know. You know what I mean. As I was going through that process and that thought, I thought, I'm not sure I'm saying this right, but what are you going to do? I'm not going to get angry about it, that's for sure. Do I still get angry sometimes? Yes. Yes, I do. Does anger control my life like it used to? No. And I would like to share some videos and talk more about this. I might make an entire playlist about anger. But I wanted to just put this out on the channel right now for nothing else than to give hope. I want you to know, I don't care how long anger has been a part of your life, the hold can be broken. And you can regain joy, and you can become the kind of person that your family and friends and employees and boss want to hang around again. It might mean some hard choices, and it might mean adjusting some things, and it might mean some hard work, but it can be done. I promise you it can be done. And speaking as someone who spent decades in the grip of an internal rage, I can tell you it's worth it to be free. It's worth it. Let me know your thoughts on this. Let me know the questions that you might have. And share this with somebody that you think might benefit from it. And in the days and weeks ahead on this channel, I'll talk more about anger. And I hope that you'll listen. Thanks for watching.